What up, what up, what up? Bankroll Tim bedded up. Still in here. Still on this Landau, whatever. I've been posting pictures of it on IG, sitting down. Obviously, I had to keep trimming the tub back, the stock tub. Keep trimming it back, keep trimming it back, keep trimming it back. So that way I can fit the tubs in it, which you can see I'm starting to fit the half moon in there and figure out my distance out, figure out everything I'm gonna do. But people keep commenting, you know, on IG and shit like that. Oh, I don't know why you keep showing the same car with no rear end in it, and oh, this and that. Like there's a fucking handbook for this shit that it just tells you every step of the way to go to do this and do that. I know a lot of people think it's the snap of the fingers, boom, cars in, cars out, this and that. Yeah, with about 10 motherfuckers on it, or 10 motherfuckers in the shop, wham, wham, wham. I'm not crying, whatever. They can do it, they can get it done. Me, I got more than one car I gotta worry about. And my goal is to be to one car at a time. That Monte Carlo outside, one car at a time. If that Monte Carlo got dropped off and I had nothing going on, that car would be on the lift, tore apart. So I've never been able to do one car at a time due to situations over the years that kept getting me in the hole. I only can blame myself for it. I did it. I allowed stupid shit to happen. Wham, wham, wham. I know. But anyways, some people don't understand that I admit it's my fault. I did what I did. I helped the wrong people out. I caused a whole lot of fucking problems for myself. And now all I'm trying to do is keep working on getting caught up. So as you can see, the tub is all cut out. I set the half moon in there, which obviously the half moon will sit back another ½ inch or so. So what I'm doing now is I'm measuring from the inside lip there to where I'm gonna be out here. And I'm coming up with a number of 13. Obviously down there, I'll trim. And then the back part over here too, I would trim. Now, the other thing here is there's the brace right inside here. I had to get rid of the brace, not get rid of it, I'm gonna weld it back up, but I cut like an inch section out of it because this goes flat and I need to roll this up. And this is the #1 thing in cars. If the brace gets cut or if the brace gets bent, then it puts pressure on the quarter panels and starts getting a ripple. Oh, good Lord. Exactly what I'm talking about, y'all. Exactly what I'm talking about. That's the story of my life right there. So, trying to explain this shit, trying to do this shit, trying to make all this shit work. One person, one man up in here, trying to show everybody at home that you can do this stuff. All right, so see here, it's cut out. I cut the brace over here. I just haven't taken a little section out. No, the light's gonna screw us up. Oh wait, here we go. Let me open the trunk back up. This car's the shit because it's 81 and it's got shock absorbers for the trunk instead of the hinges, which is, I mean, obviously the hinges instead of the springs that go across. So that's pretty cool right there. So as you can see, the cut right here, I'll cut an inch out of it so I can flex this area back. But you can see it already moves right there. Boom. Well, all trimmed up, all squared up. I'm gonna cut this inside piece out of here like I did the other side because there's no sense in trying to tack this and tack this. It's gonna have plenty up here. I'm gonna run some 1/8 inch plate across here to the back of the tub once it's all fitted. There's one section right here. This is still out a little bit. Like I said, I didn't want to blow sparks all up into the car on the seats and all that. So I did the air saw for most of it. Then I got in the trunk and cut this way so I could blow all the sparks back that way. And then a little bit right through here, I was able to cut with sparks going down into here a little bit, but not on the interior. Even though he's probably going to change it and stuff like that, I just don't want to get all that debris in there or burn it, even if he doesn't. So what I'm going to do now is, on the other side, because I got the half moon in there, I'm gonna take the grinder, I'm gonna grind this shit. You can see I started doing it with the scraper, but I'm gonna go ahead and grind it with the grinder, get as much of this shit off of here as I can. Probably right around the 12, 13 mark, because this tub right here goes up way higher than what the other tub is gonna go. Obviously the problem areas are the back corners, how they curve in. This was too far in, you know, too far out for the 13 wide wheel. This was too far out, so bam. I was able to set it down, and as low as I had it in them pictures, you can see across there. So see how the tub and the stock wheel well, it's still on an angle upwards, the stock wheel well. So when the metal is formed across there to go across, there will be a gap up top. But to do this car, the other way would be to full tub it all the way out to the corners like we did the gray one. But there's no sense in going that far with this, because this thing's gonna sit on the ground as low as it was in the pictures without a problem. To go as high as up here, look how far the body goes over. You know what I'm saying? So you really couldn't get it to go lower without the wheel going in more. We already know we can't go in more. The car's gonna sit fine. It's gonna sit perfect. It's gonna sit low. It's gonna have plenty of adjustment. But yeah, I sat here and cut this with the air saw right through here. There was like a layer in this side, a layer in this side, but it took a lot longer to cut because I was using the air saw, but it still worked. And there's still some spots here I'm gonna cut to trim, be better. But I'll be able to, on the inside here, if the tub is lower, I'll be able to take 10 leftover material from the tubs, and I'll be able to shape it inside here and tack it to here and then tack it to the top of the tub. So that way it'll flow. But yeah, slowly but surely, whenever you guys see those clamps like that, the vice grips that are like that, those come in. I used to have a ton of them, but I don't know where the hell they're at. But I found that set. And then the little plastic or metal rubber clamps that clamp shit on, you can use those. But anyways, again, slowly but surely, pie cut this little back section right here so I can roll this back, because there's a lot of pressure right there. The other side I did that already and I was able to get it to go back. The top piece here in the back, you know, there's gonna be a little bit of a gap. You see that side? A little more of a gap than I wanted. These are a 38-inch tub, and I was saying the 38-inch tub is good for box Chevys. 40s would be better because you would be closer to this area and then to this area. The 38 comes up a little shy, but the 28 is what, 34 inches, so you still got 4 inches, you know, it'll still fit. But yes, I'm in here trying to bust these out. You can start to see it. I'll show you the shit that other shops don't show you. Like, look at that. All that. Look at all the little cuts. All the little pieces of metal. All the tar paper. All the little pieces of gooey, nasty shit. Cutting out everything. I mean, that's a ton of little shit that all comes out of the wheel wells. To be able to fit that wheel all up in there. These seat belt things here on the outside. The bolt hole is still there, but we're gonna leave this for structure. But you can't put it back in because the seatbelt thing is real square, so no outer seatbelt. This one, the inner seatbelt will stay, so that way you have the middle strap, so that way you got the kid's seat or whatever, it'll be able to go back in, but no outside strap. You know, so obviously this piece would need to be moved in, this and that, or you could do a nut and bolt, stuff like that. But anyways, they're in the car. They're somewhere, they're up front or whatever, they're in the car. But yeah, so as you can see why I didn't paint this yet, and I still got some filming to do right here. But if I'd have painted this, me taking that in and out, in and out, in and out, it would have scratched it and scuffed it. So I'll wait till I'm done. So I gotta paint the inside of the tub anyway. See how the tub kit comes? This is how the tub kit comes. So you got the 2 half moons, and you got the piece like that. So these pieces right here, See this right here? This is a lip. This and this connect. This lip that's on this piece of metal right here goes into here, and then this folds over. So I measure from this inside lip over. I'll get my 13 inches. Then I'll take the long ass level, mark there, take my shears and cut it right down there, boom. Then I'll be able to form it together. Now, left and right with the tubs, both moons are gonna be the same, obviously, they're the same. And when I cut that, it'd be the 13 inches. So both tubs will be the same. The only way that it'd make it a left and a right is once I start fitting them. So obviously I'll start fitting the one first. But there it is, competition engineering. There's the tubs, and you always want to go with steel tubs when you're welding and stuff like that. You had a real nice job and it was back half and all that. You could do aluminum tubs, make it lighter, and you pop rivet it all in, shit like that. But once I start fitting, once this piece is in there, then I start taking this piece in and out, not cut and fit, cut and fit. That would make this one the left side. Obviously the other side would be sitting there, and then I would start fitting that one on that side. So slowly but surely getting it going. The Landau, I'll put a picture, which you'll see already. The picture I put for the thumbnail will be the picture of the car sitting down. The front won't be that low, and the alignment and shit's not done. So the wheel looks like it's turned out a little bit, but I'll get the ass end as low as I can possibly get it, which will be like in the pictures. Because I could still take the rim in the picture on the ground, and I could move the rim back and forth, up and down, in and out. And then the only thing that's going to be, well, I'm going to trim the lip. So this screw, like I said, I'll move it over. So I drill a hole, take the screw out, move it over, bam. Drill a hole, move the screw over, boom. Do that all the way through. Then I go back through with the cutoff wheel and I'll cut this. Boom. And then this bottom piece right here, I'll just fade to this outside corner. So just the inside of this black will be gone. Because the tire comes close to here, but not that close. You only need like a ½ inch of clearance right here. But these other guys are taking the cars and they're cutting them behind here, and they're making this, cutting this chrome and putting this chrome into this chrome, and boom. So there won't be no cut to the car right there. Just this little spot of black right down here. This way to this corner, boom. And probably a little angled inwards. And then for the front fenders, when you look at it in the main picture, you can see this chrome is already like just goofy. Like it must have been an aftermarket, because see how it's hanging over? It must have been aftermarket or something. Or somebody didn't fit it correctly. Might not be fitted right. But anyways, the bottom corner right here will be trimmed a little bit. The bottom brace, I'll unbolt it, move it out a little bit. There's a 10 mil right in here. Take that out so you don't put the wrinkle in the fender right here. Pull it out just a little bit. But then the trimming of this back part, but no cut to the outside of this. Now this was a fresh car. There's no cut here. It doesn't have the lights, which is a plus. A lot of cars that I end up doing that have the light, I'll get the trim all back here, right? And then one time over an incline or something, to get back there, the tire hit the fucking back of the light and pull the fender in. Then once it bends it one time, then you hit it again, it bends it again, then you end up pulling it out, and this and that, and it jacks up the fenders. But blank canvas right here, I'll be able to do my setup. But previously showing that chrome does not fit right. So that way when people try to, you know, talk shit. But yeah, all right, y'all. Bankroll Tim, bedded up. Landau, 28s. Brutus. Floating caps. 13 inches overall. I know. Been a minute coming, but it'll be done shortly. All right, y'all. Bankroll Tim, bedded up. I am outies. I'll show more on the tubs once I get them fitted more. Appreciate y'all.